Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Dr. Mario. We're just trying to get through all the medium speed levels from 0 to, 20 or whatever, without losing one time. So far, so good. Just kind of going through that nostalgia trip. So if you didn't know, last time I actually recorded some Dr. Mario 2 twice now, and both times I have not been able to use the footage, or I've lost it somehow. So I was like, you know what? Let's just play some Dr. Mario. Let's just hang out with some nostalgia. Let's do, this channel's essentially just pretty much nostalgia, learning GeoGuessr and checking out Minecraft so far. So it's been really cool to explore all these retro games and have that kind of in my back pocket where not only do I enjoy the retro and nostalgia stuff, but also it helps me just kind of relax when stuff's not really going my way, And I'm sure there's a lot of games like that for y'all too. Where you can just kind of log on, play something, and just forget the world exists for a little bit, Like I said, I'm not like broken up about it or anything. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not super hard to do what I do. That's why I encourage anybody and everyone to create if you want to create stuff, because really I'm doing nothing special, just having a good time and hanging out. But it's a lot of fun, And why think about it all the time when you can just do it? I know a lot of people's reservations about it is like, oh, well, I might not be good at it or whatever. Who gives a shit, Who cares? Also, if you guys ever need help with any of that stuff, if y'all ever need, like, technology questions or, like, any answers we can, like, try to get for you. I might not have all the answers, but, somebody in stream might have the answers. Somebody we know in the Discord or whatever might have the answers. So, it's always worth asking if you can. I love helping out in any way. Because here's the thing. I have talked about this a couple of times. But when you start out, like, streaming and stuff, technology's overwhelming. The choices of, games or whatever. Like, I think the easiest part about it is doing what you want to do. That's why people should just do what they want to do. Because if you have a good time with your content, your friends and the people that follow you and everything are going to also have a good time with your content. So, that's the easy part, just doing what you want to do. Anything you're passionate about, you can just make work, Just consistency, hard work, and just do what you love, right? Because it doesn't feel as grindy if you're enjoying what you're doing. Now, if you're chasing views and stuff, yeah, it's going to feel like a hell of a grind because at the end of the day, you're going to end up playing stuff you don't want to play just because you think that's the best thing for you. But no, the best thing for you is what you want to do. Which is why I'm playing Dr. Mario right now, It all comes full circle. Like, I want to play Mario 2, I want to get through it, but God, like, it's just so much easier to throw this on right now and be like, alright, cool. We messed up the recording or whatever, but we're here. Alright, we're on level 9, we're crushing it, we're getting through. Hopefully this is a 3-parter, and I complete the challenge, but you never know. And what happens if we don't complete the challenge? Do we just get to level 20 anyway and just mess with it, or do we say, oh well, we'll come back another time and do it? I don't know. It's a very good game in the fact that, simplistic. It's very simple, but it's very well thought through, Same with Tetris. The concept is so simple. But man, it is just, it's one that just doesn't end, It's satisfying. This is like a satisfying thing before people knew they wanted satisfying things, right? Like, oh yeah, let me just fill this hole and make this line disappear. Let me just clean this up real quick without actually having to, clean anything. Ah, man, it's great. I love it. I love it so much. These retro sounds, man, I swear to God, they're just taking me back to a special place, Alright, I got a lot of reds built up. Perfect. Because I got a lot of red blues coming down. That's what we need. I'll make yellow kind of a dumping ground over there. Double yellow, not gonna waste it on that. Yeah. Okay, check this out. So I can get 3 at the same time, and just all I have to do is get rid of that blue now, and it's all good. Was it worth it? I don't know. We'll see, but honestly, I'm fine with having to let go of all of those at the same time. And look, now I can just go ahead and get rid of all of that at the same time too. Yeah, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Yeah, this is the easy one right here, dude. We got set up and we took care of business for sure. I could probably go through and get those blues down there, but I'm just gonna go through and do this. I probably shouldn't have done that, though, to be honest. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that either. So what I could have done is lay that double yellow flat, and then it would have been set up already. It wasn't that big a deal, obviously, but, you know, just thinking about those, if it was more, like, up top or something, I could have easily just taken out a whole bunch of pills at the same time. Look how clean this board is, too. I mean, we were really efficient on this. There were just 3 hangover pills. Very good stuff. Alright, let's crush this level 10. Get our cutscene and move on. I don't know, you find a groove with this game too, where stuff just starts, you know, you start beautiful minding all this stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, oh, it's over there, oh yeah, you know, just going for it. Stuff just starts happening, time slows down. And then you get to like level 18, 19, and you're just like, oh my god, what is this? It's nonsense. Stuff is just happening faster than I can even see. There's a million pills on the screen. Yeah, it's crazy when you get to that point. Man. Ah, excuse me. I don't know what the hell that hiccup thing was at the same time. Just drink a lot of soda. It gets me. That soda gets me. Alright, let's go ahead and do... what do I want to do? I guess I'll just do that for now. Look at all these reds, man. This happens often, especially with this older version. This happens often where you're just like struggling to find where to put stuff. You know? Beautiful. Nice. Getting a little bit extra here. Oh man, dude, I'm telling you, they just stopped giving me stuff I need at some points. And I'm like, alright, where's the next one? Where's the next thing I need? Where's the next pill? But all these red, look at all these red and yellows. There's blues everywhere. I don't even have a yellow pill to, or a yellow monster virus, whatever they're called, to break up. And all I'm getting is yellow. Look at all this yellow, dude. It's crazy. Alright, yeah, take that out. Try to get some of these blues now. Oh, imagine. It was so tempting to slam it down in the middle there. Oh, that would have been awful. Oh, that would have been awful. Yes, and we finish. We rally to finish. I love it. Alright, there you go, level 10. Let's start crushing some more of these fools. So this is where you start to get a little more, okay, now I have to make sure everything's in the right spot, you know, because if you're too high up and you start, like, you know, losing stuff and putting viruses in the wrong spots or, you know, pills in the wrong spots on the viruses, things like that, like, dude, you're not going to have a chance to make up for it a lot of times. It's just over. that in there. Ooh. Yeah, so we took that top layer down, and now it feels a little more like, you know, we got some breathing room here. But once again, there's almost no blue pills, like, available or out there, or blue viruses. I keep mixing up what I'm talking about here. There's almost no blue viruses to take out, right? And just blue pills everywhere. It's very strange. Tons of yellows, a few reds. I'm just barely hanging on there to try to not make it a complete chaotic mess in here. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think it's not super difficult, but it is a little like, okay, you know, give me the pill I need. Like, just sitting here just waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's like, all right, come on. One of these days something will come my way. Yeah, there we go. It gets a little more intense, I swear to God. Like, it gets a little more intense to the point where you're like, I gotta stop. Every time and space just has to stop for a second. When you're streaming this, oh my god, it is crazy. Like, I mean, reading chat while you have to just focus on what's coming next, it's very difficult. But, you know, I'd rather restart the game 1,000 times than, you know, ignore people or miss things. I don't give a shit. You know, chat interactions only happen once in a while. Compared to, like, games. Games you can just play anytime you want. But a good chat interaction, like, you know, it's just... Yeah, it's first impression sometimes for some people. First impressions happen every day, even, you know? Like, I mean, imagine... you know, you're meeting somebody new, and you say hi and they don't respond. It's like... Alright, what kind of person is this, you know? But then imagine every day, like, you know, somebody comes back and they're like, hey, good to see you again. You don't respond, you're just like, alright, well, great. Maybe it was just that one time. I don't know. Streaming is very interesting because it's such a, like, you know, it's such a in-the-moment kind of thing. You know, there's a lot of personalities, a lot of things happening, and, you know, it's good to go into a stream with some understanding and some openness, and it's good to lead your stream with understanding and openness as well, so... I don't know, if anybody even has the thought of streaming or creating, it's a great time, but, you know, it's... the main forms of content creation out there right now on YouTube, TikTok, and, you know, Twitch are essentially, like, long-form videos, so, like, you know, YouTube videos and things, shorts, reels, you know, TikToks, things like that that are just, you know, several seconds long, but, you know, you kind of get your point across, and it's just quick hit information. And then there's the streams where people come in for the interaction more than the content. Content on streams is not as nearly as important as it is on YouTube, right? Because people can watch your videos in order and say, he's just doing the same thing over and over again in his videos. You know, he's just, what is this? Like, it doesn't matter, you know? Whereas on Twitch, you could be streaming to completely different people every day, so you could be doing the exact same thing. But at the end of the day, the interaction is fresh, you know? And that's what people want. You don't go to somebody and say, hey, you said hi to me yesterday. Can you change up your content a little bit? I want to hear you say hi in a different way. That's the best way to equate it in my mind, because it's like, you never ask somebody to do that, right? So I don't think on Twitch it's the same thing. You might be playing the same game every day. It's like, oh well, I'm here for, you know, my friends. I'm here to hang out with the community. I'm not necessarily here to see what kind of game you're playing. If I wanted a walkthrough of a game, I'd go look up a walkthrough of a game on YouTube, you know? I think that's kind of what I've realized as I've gone through streaming and started YouTube was, I want to do something different on YouTube, like every day I play it, right? Or play it or make it or whatever, you know, play a game on it. I want our talking points to be fairly different every time we talk, you know? And I want it to be natural. I want it to come naturally. I want that same thing on Twitch as well, but, you know, there's a million different variables and factors that are coming into it as well. And at the end of the day, you know, some people just want to hang out with people. I try to pass off, like, my YouTube and my Twitch as, you know, a very comfortable spot if you need a place to relax or just escape from stuff, because that's what it should be, you know? I want that. I use YouTube and I use Twitch for, like, an anxiety relief kind of thing, you know? Like, yeah, where else can you go in the world where you just have friends right there, you know? Ready to hang out with you, ready to, like, talk to you, you know, ready to just keep you company while you could go, you know, are going through a tough time. So that's what I love about YouTube and Twitch, you know? And that's kind of what I direct my channel towards. I don't know. And I hope it never gets to the point where it's going to be just a mess, you know? And you can't keep up with anything, because the intimacy of Twitch is wonderful right now. I love it. I love it very much, and I hope it lasts, you know, honestly. Because, man, there's just nothing else in the world like it, really. Streaming is a very unique, fun experience for that purpose. Ooh, okay, I don't know what the hell that was. That's fine. You know, that being said, there's no, like, right or wrong way to get, you know, out of Twitch or YouTube or whatever you want to do. I mean, at the end of the day, you create whatever you want to create. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But that's just how I view my place and my stuff that I do, you know? Let's see, what do? We do one more of these and then get the next one. I think we'll do one more, call it, start it up again next time. Oh, yeah. I'd love to get to a point, too, where I can just have a buddy on here with me while I record these things, and, you know, we can talk about different things. Almost like a podcast, but, you know, with something happening in the background. Some people are here for the game. Some people are here for the vibes. You know, whatever y'all are here for, there's no right or wrong reason. As long as y'all are enjoying yourselves. And that can be said about anything in everyday life, you know? Like, please, if you guys want to do something to make yourself feel better about something, please just do it, you know? Take your mind off of the world for a second, no matter how that is. You know, no matter how good or bad the world gets, it's like, we're still only here for a short amount of time in the grand scheme of things, and there's no reason to just spend the time worrying. Now, working to make a better place, there's definitely a good reason for that. But worrying about it and just sitting around being upset all the time, really no reason for that, you know? Oh, God. You can be upset for that. That was awful. That was such a great move that could have happened, and it just never did. Story of our lives, huh? That's why we gotta make it what we want to make it, you know? And then ramble about it for 45 minutes on YouTube. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? What do we got here? Yes. Oh, no. Alright. We're starting to get loopy. That was the first tower up there that I built. Man. For me, it's not frustrating to watch people make mistakes in games. For me, it's frustrating to watch people that don't understand a mechanic, right? So I've seen some people play this, and they only knew to, like, just go straight down. Like, they see one color, and they just start building on that. But it's like, you can get 2 in 1. You can set up moves, like pills to fall and things. You can play from the side like that, get 2 in 1. And so, I don't know, I mean, like, sometimes I see people play and they don't understand the mechanic, really. And it just sucks, because it's like, oh, man, what could have been, you know? What could have freaking been. But, not much you can do about that at the end of the day. So, I guess this is too high up to really drop the Man. Yeah, I think it's too high up to really drop any pills without building it up too much. So I'm going to have to go from the bottom and just work my way up. And this is always a really time-consuming process. So you never want to make mistakes up at the top like that. You never want to build the sides up. Famous quote there, don't build the sides. Alright, let's do that. Oh, that sucks. I really wish I didn't... really wish I didn't set that up there. There, now we can do this. We're gonna make this work for sure. Like, it's not a loss by any stretch. Just always sucks trying to build this up, though. There you go. There you go. Ooh, wow. Alright, so now that we got the double blue there, this will be a lot faster. Because we can just rock a couple blues underneath, take two out at the same time. Build up that red. We're good to go, dude. We got it. Alright. Hell yeah. Okay. Thank y'all for hanging out on that weird, wild ride we just had. We got 7 more levels? Something like that. He can math. Why not? Thank y'all for hanging out, though. Wonderful, wonderful time again. I really, really enjoy hanging out with everybody here. Thank you for indulging me in my nostalgia crisis right now, where all I want to do is just play old games. But yeah, this is wonderful. I will see you in the next one. I'll try and get through the whole thing. We'll see what time we end up at, but I'll try to get through the whole thing in the next one. But either way, we will see you next time. Thank you all again for being you. Take care of yourselves, please. Have a good one.